Welcome to the Am I Wrong podcast. I am Griffin. This is Joe.
What's up?
And we are here for the schedule release in the NFL.
Yep.
We're going to get into the Packers' full schedule, the Steelers' full schedule, and the Week 1 NFL schedule. We're going to go over the best games.
Yep.
And if we have time, we got a little extra something cooking up we will get to if we got the time for it at the back end.
Exactly.
Whew, Joe, where should we start?
Let's start with your schedule. Let's just
start
dive
with the Packers.
into it.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go with the Packers schedule.
Yep. The Packers released a terrible video for their schedule.
I wasn't a fan.
I can't be too mad because the Steelers did some type of
was the
like
Sasquatch. Yeah, Sasquatch.
Which was terrible.
It was. I think it was better than Green Bay's, but it was not good.
Yeah, I do hate that because we're so old and we're so stuck in our ways. We're not in like some of these like the Chargers. I don't know what other teams really did,
they
but
do like the trendy stuff.
Yeah, more trendy stuff, and let's go find something in the woods that probably don't even exist because that's just who we are, old and traditional.
Did you see Mike Sanders still call his teammates?
No, I did. Oh, yes. I was about to say goodnight. Yeah, I did.
That was so funny.
That is too good. I thought about doing that to you, actually. I was going to call you, but I was like, Tay was like, I think you would kind of assume that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
means.
That was so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. He's just like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting ready. He's like, me too. I'm just going to say goodnight.
He said, bro, is something wrong with you?
Huh? Yeah, that was good. That was really funny.
Yeah.
But now I think it's ruined now. I think everybody's seen it, so it's like you can't really do it now.
Yeah. That's true.
Other teams and stuff you can't really do it because
that's true.
Because I feel like everybody has seen that video.
100%.
But that was a great video.
Yep. Do you remember what was you guys' record last year?
10-7.
Okay. Cool. All right. You want to start it off then?
So Week 1 home opener against Detroit. A revenge game, if you must say. At home, I think the place is going to be rocking. And it's Matt LaFleur it's his 7th year as a head coach. This is his first home opener.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Green Bay has not had a lot of home games. This is Week 1. This is one of them. I think the Detroit Lions are going to be on the receiving end of a whooping.
Okay. I think.
And also, by the way, Green Bay usually starts pretty, like their first game is usually pretty good.
Okay, right on. Can we talk about your division in total before we go any further in your schedule? Do you think you guys are you can go 50-50 with everybody?
I think we're going 5-1.
That's tough. Are you serious?
I think we're going 5-1.
Who are you? You beating the Vikings twice and the Bears twice?
I think Joe. I don't know who the loss is gonna come against, but I think we're going 5-1.
That's quite disrespectful to the other teams in your division.
I don't think so. Well, because the Bears got us.
Last year.
Last year at the end. I think it was kind of a bowl game, but
sure. But
what it is. They got us. I don't think that that was one time in the last 10 times or something. So
yeah,
I think that was a little fluky. And then Minnesota, I don't really believe in JJ McCarthy. So I think that'll be relatively easy. And then so Detroit's really the only team, and I think we're going to win Week 1. And then we got the Thanksgiving game against Detroit as well, which we whooped them before. So I mean, losing. I would rather lose the home opener than lose on Thanksgiving because I'm surrounded by a bunch of people.
Yeah,
and it would destroy my mood. And
gotcha.
I wouldn't be in the mood for family gatherings.
Right.
So if anything, I want to lose this one. If they're going to lose, to the Lions at some point, I'd rather lose Week 1 and get them back in the Thanksgiving game.
Okay. Here's why I disagree. I think that you guys are going to go 50-50 with everybody. At best, in the sense of everyone in your division definitely got better. I'm not going to say they got better than you, but they definitely got better. respectfully, though you know JJ, we don't know what he is, but you know what the head coach did with the guy that they had prior to him, and their defense, their D line specifically, got better as well. I wouldn't say that it's going to be a walk in the park. I would definitely say I wouldn't be surprised if you guys go 1-1.
I think our O-line got better too.
You're right. You're definitely right. But still, I would go. I don't know, but nonetheless, it's your schedule. It's your team. If you go 5-1, all right. Let's keep going then. So first game, is it a loss or a win? Since you're gonna let's go 50-50 on the Lions.
A loss and a win is gonna be tough, Joe, because I see Green Bay winning all of these games.
There's nothing wrong with that.
These games, but
they are, but we got to be realistic and say this is your division. They know how to play you better than anybody else, and they're gonna play you twice, so they're gonna play you harder, you could say, whatever you want to call it.
They also lost their both coordinators, and
that's true.
If anything, week 1 is they're going to be at their worst.
That's true. So I would say you guys are, and also so it's at your field too. So yeah, sure, I'll give you that one. Okay.
And then you got the Commanders in Lambeau as well.
Wow.
Thursday night game.
2 games in Lambeau to start.
Yeah, Thursday night game. I don't think we're going to lose this Thursday night game. Though. Prime time, I think, and plus, the Washington Commanders are known for their offense right now.
Yep.
And defense struggling. And I think Green Bay's got a top 3 defense. So, they were top 5 last season, and I think they're going to be better. And we already went through those numbers. How we were better.
I forgot you remembered that.
How we were better than the Steelers in almost every way.
I thought you'd forget that.
I would never forget something like that.
I had those stats got to be screwed because there's just no way.
Those were legit stats.
There's just no way.
And then we've got Cleveland. In Cleveland, I don't really see how we lose to a team with their quarterback situation what it is. Defensively, they're going to be really good, so that would be their only shot. Is just like Myles Garrett goes crazy. Who's the rookie? Mason Graham goes crazy. Like Denzel Ward and all those guys that they got. But
yeah, I'll give you that too. I'll give you that. I got to go back to week 2 though. If you really, we have to establish that for your team, for your success to happen on defense, you guys got to be able to generate pressure.
That's weird.
Don't say that. Because I'm not going through those stats. Where were those, PFF? It don't even matter. I don't care, Griff.
I think I was NFL.com.
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, that was weird because I probably could have swore we had more sacks than you.
That makes no sense.
I don't know. I could have swore we had more sacks than the Steelers. So that's weird to me. I'm not
Griff,
sure. If
I'm just saying, if y'all can't tackle the dude or y'all going to let him be in the pocket for so long, these games are going to be a lot closer than what you expecting.
I could have swore that's not what the number said. I could have swore that we had more sacks than you guys.
I'm going to have to go research that. There's no way, bro. That don't even make no sense.
Maybe my memory's wrong.
Nobody on your team had double-digit sacks.
Maybe my memory's not, but the depth, Joe. That's what you're missing.
No, man, I ain't hearing that.
But we have so many guys, Joe. That's like
so many guys. It's not. No, you don't have so many guys.
So many.
No, you don't.
We have so many, and especially the more we added this offseason.
Okay, week 4.
So many. I can't even remember a time in my life where we lost to Dallas.
You gonna lose to Dallas?
No,
you gonna lose to Dallas.
Especially Joe playing the Cowboys in Dallas is like a Packers home game. I can't even remember a time. I literally can't remember the last time we lost to Dallas. I cannot.
I'm gonna go. You lose.
Aaron Rodgers.
There's no way he's starting 4-0.
Aaron Rodgers whooped them every time. Jordan Love has whooped them when he's played them. I mean, I just can't imagine losing to Dallas. It's a Sunday night game. I can't imagine losing to Dallas.
If they're fully healthy and George Pickens and CD are heating up, I said that you guys lose. I'll say this is your first loss.
George Pickens and CD, Joe. You know who we got over there?
Jair's don't want to be on your team. So who do you have?
No, I'm saying the receivers we got. Oh, we got a plethora.
They ain't worried about y'all.
We got Joe.
They ain't worried about no B tier. No,
B tier. So okay, first of all, we got Matthew Golden, fastest receiver in the draft. We got Romeo Dobbs. We got.
He might not even be on the team by the time the season starts.
He's on the team right now. Jaden Reed, Wicks. I mean, Joe, we're loaded.
Diggs is going to lock up all those guys. Bland is probably going to lock up all those guys.
Diggs is not locking up a single one of those guys in Griff playing. So stop it.
Griff.
Cincinnati.
You're not telling the truth,
Joe. Honestly, it's tough because I think we're sweeping the AFC North because you got a poop division. But
you're losing the Bengals too, bro.
No, I don't know because I think it's at home. It's Jordan Love's time to prove that he's better than Joe Burrow.
It's not happening.
That's
2 losses.
I don't know, Joe.
Let's be honest. Are you going? So what are we? So what are you?
Joe,
6-0?
I don't. It's hard for me to see any losses. You're
gonna have to.
I know. There's going to be losses, but I can't tell you where they're coming from.
But if you had to guess,
I think we can beat all these teams.
Of course you can.
Every week, I'm going in thinking we're winning this game.
As you should. You're a top 5 team. You should be. You should be. But at least give benefit of the doubt here.
But what you can't do, what you like to do, is any good team on a schedule you say it's a loss.
Griff, I gave you guys Cleveland.
Exactly.
No, I gave you. I don't know who was up there. I gave you the Lions the first week.
Okay, but
I gave you the Lions and the Commanders.
That's a division game.
I give you Lions and Commanders. Okay.
Okay, but I can go down and tell you what you're gonna say. Okay. So you said lost Dallas, lost Cincinnati.
Yep.
You're gonna say lost to Pittsburgh, right?
Nope. You can take them.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Take it. I won't even say it.
Okay, I know you're gonna say lost to Philly.
I mean, 2 times in a row last year. I would assume they're gonna beat you guys.
I know
again.
you're gonna say lost to the Ravens. Just any top tier team, you're gonna assume a loss
because you guys are not there yet.
You're gonna do okay.
You're top 5, but you're not 4, 3, 2, 1.
And so you're saying that only if you're 1, 2, 3, you could beat.
No, any given day, anybody can be beat. Right?
Okay. I know you're going to do this with everything.
No.
You're just going to go down and you're going to say, oh, that's a good team. Loss.
Griff, I gave you the Commanders. I gave you the Lions.
Okay, but the division doesn't.
All I'm saying is you're not going to go undefeated.
I know we're not.
But you're saying you're going undefeated.
I'm not saying we're going undefeated.
But
I'm saying I just don't see any. I just don't.
Fans.
Like I could do the same thing as you and just be like, oh, Dallas lost, Cincinnati lost, Pittsburgh lost, Eagles lost, Vikings lost, Denver, they're pretty good loss, Ravens lost.
Griff, we're going through week 8 right now, and you have not stated a loss yet.
Because I don't see it, Joe. I don't know where we're losing. Because I think we're getting obviously beat Arizona, but I mean these are the games that are the most losable, are the ones that are just like decent team, not great, but
right.
Those are the ones that are the most losable games because you let your guard down a little bit. Pittsburgh, we're obviously whooping on Pittsburgh. That's probably going to be like a
whooping.
If I had to predict score right now,
that's a crazy.
It would probably be like 48 to.
That's crazy. At who? At Pittsburgh?
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe like 48 to 10.
Oh, it's a 5:00 game too.
Yeah, Sunday night. I'm thinking probably 48-10, something like that.
Right?
42-10.
Is that right?
Something like that.
Sure thing. I'll give you the W. It's gonna be close.
And I don't work Sunday or Monday, so I'm coming over, Joe.
Come on, we'll make it work. We'll do something. All right, so I still got the Bengals and I got the Cowboys. You guys lost to those 2 teams, and we're in week 9 now with the Panthers.
Carolina at home.
People take it.
Yeah, I'm thinking a win. Philly at home.
Let's be honest. That's a 3rd loss.
No, I think we're beating Philly this time. This is Monday night, revenge game.
Same D-line.
Jordan Love pretty good at revenge games. I know he lost last time. But
same D-line that y'all had last year.
Different O-line. We got different O-line.
They still got a guy named Carter.
And actually, we don't have the same D-line.
Who do you guys have?
We added people through the draft. And then also, Joe, what you're failing to realize is all of our guys are so young that just by them getting experience, they're getting better.
Same goes for the Eagles.
What?
Same goes for the Eagles D line.
Sorry, I had to. That was like a weird pause because my headphones just made a weird noise and then it cut out for a second. So
interesting. But same goes for the Eagles. You could argue say they're young Georgia boys and they're only going to get better too.
Okay, we got Georgia boys too.
I'm sure you do, but. You ain't got no Carter.
We just added 2 more Georgia boys, by the way.
You're right. There wasn't no Carter or Davis.
2 linemen.
It ain't no Carter or Davis.
Hey, they're gonna put foots in them when they see them.
We'll see.
You that.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Let's 3.
Aaron Banks is gonna be like,
how you gonna stop Saquon?
Huh?
How you gonna stop Saquon?
Adrian Cooper, hawk his ass down.
All right.
Hawk his ass down.
3 losses.
No. Disagree. Well, I don't disagree with 3 losses. I disagree who they're coming from.
So currently you're 6-3 right now. Because you have a bye week in like week 4.
Week 5 bye week is terrible.
It's crazy.
I actually hate that.
Yeah.
When's your guys' bye? Do you know?
Like week 2 or something.
No,
so it's so early.
No, 5 is earliest.
I think it's week 5.
For you guys?
Yeah,
too?
super early.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I just know many injuries are going to happen just because people are going to be playing for so long. But only get 1 bye week? Is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Giants are up next in MetLife. Low-key, I feel like the Giants like always play us pretty tough. So
yeah, and if that pass rushing trio is humming,
man, yeah,
it might be a pretty good game. They got a little
something over there,
but I think you guys will pull it off.
I think, if I had to say a loss, I could see one losing to New York. Minnesota in Lambeau. If you want to just say split everything, then 1-1, whatever. Because then we got the in-division stretch of the Vikings in Lambeau at Detroit, and then back in Lambeau for the Bears, back to back to back. And that's a morning Sunday game, and then Thursday night game, or it's not even night. Why would it be? Oh, okay, that's the Thanksgiving game.
That's right. Yeah.
So then Thanksgiving game, and then another morning game for the Bears in Lambeau. Denver is pretty tough. It's in Denver, so that could be a tough game. So I mean, if you're forcing me to pick a loss, I could see us losing to Denver there.
I can't do this with you.
And then Chicago again. If you want to just split it, whatever.
So we're week 15. That's your first loss?
No. We're already past all those other points where I can't even go back and say loss here, loss there. So if you're forcing me to predict losses, those are the two that I got, which was New York and Denver, and then Baltimore at home. Lamar's getting foots put in him. Sorry. But and then Minnesota is the last game of the season in Minnesota. But no, I think we got a good chance against Baltimore. I think
so too.
Green Bay historically does terribly against mobile quarterbacks, but last season they actually did pretty well against mobile quarterbacks, holding Hurts to a reasonable number. I feel like. He didn't get out too much. I think he maybe had 1 or 2 big runs, but nothing crazy. And we played the Eagles pretty well, actually, in both games.
You did.
I think obviously Lamar being maybe the best mobile quarterback ever, so maybe it's going to be a little bit tougher than it was for Jalen Hurts. But I think overall we got athletic enough guys where I think we can do a little damage to him. It's going to be tough. It's going to be definitely a bruiser of a game, but I think we can win that one.
Has Carter and Campbell, is it Campbell? No. Have you both, it's Adrian Cooper and what's the other linebacker? Walker. Have they both played together yet? They played together last year for a good amount of time? Because I don't want to get injured, right?
Yeah, Adrian Cooper was injured for a little bit in the beginning. But yeah, a decent amount of time.
Gotcha. I do. I love your combo there.
And then we still have a 3rd round draft pick last year that didn't play that much, Tyron Hopper. We have McDuffie back. And
Bullard, I think, right?
Well, he's a safety, but
okay.
And then with the guy we drafted, the edge / linebacker Oliver out of or was it Oregon State?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
or Oklahoma State, one of the Orange State teams. But yeah, so we got some decent depth there, and then Simmons, and then Isaiah Simmons. So
gotcha. So in total, there's 17 games.
Yes.
All right. I see you guys going 11-6.
I'm looking at maybe like a 14-3.
14-3. Okay. That would mean, for me, that means Jordan Love is going to have his best career.
Yeah, MVP season, baby.
Yeah.
And then I think the lowest I could see is maybe, obviously assuming Jordan Love is healthy the whole time.
Yeah.
Like a 12 and...
The lowest you see is 12?
Yeah, 12 and, what is that, 12-5?
That's tough. Actually, it's not that tough because I'm only one away from you. Maybe you guys will
also like 10-7. That's 2 more wins. I think and then Jordan Love was hurt for most of that, so I think 2 more wins is not crazy to assume.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely better than last year. So I would say 11-6 is where I see you guys at. With a nice little playoff run.
Go Pack, go baby! Go Pack, go!
We shall see.
You got Pittsburgh still? How about you?
Oh yeah, of course. Pittsburgh. We are the nation's team. So
what nation?
The one I just had it up.
I don't know what nation you know the Steelers represent. It definitely ain't the United States.
Well, it's neither here or there, but we'll start off with week 1 here, Griff. Actually, where's the bye week part? I want to see the one with the bye week.
Yes, please. Yeah, because the week 5 bye, I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, it doesn't help anyone. Mm-hmm. You got such a long stretch in the back end to where it's like you don't get the bye is usually like a breather. Like, okay, we get a chance for these injured guys to heal up a little bit and rest. And
yep.
Now it's you don't really get that.
No. All right, so let's paint the scenario real quick for the Steelers here. So assuming that when we start the season off, preseason starts, I would assume, and I'm quite confident that Aaron Rodgers should be with the team here.
You think so? You think so?
I think so. Okay. I think so. There was a video that came out. I think you've seen it too, where he's like, "Are you gonna go play for the Bears or whatever they said?" Mm-hmm. And then you're like, "I might go for a team that's traveling to the Bears later on this year." However, with that being said, I think that does make it that makes us better. However, in addition to that, I know that we've been in pursuit for Chris Olave, but if that doesn't work out, I do believe we do need another number 2, a pretty solid one.
You don't believe in Roman or what?
I think Roman is. I think it's a lot of stress to put him to come off a season-ending injury and try to make him our number 2. Because if they're going to double DK, what else really do we have except a rookie running back and some wide receivers that still have a lot to prove.
You know what I always find is interesting? How delusional fans are of their own team. Yeah. I mean, me included, but
yes.
But like I saw, because I follow like some Steelers pages just to get the kind of scoop on what's going on in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And there was a fan page, and he was like, I'm not saying this is the greatest receiving core ever.
Come on now.
But if we get to clicking,
okay,
and we have like this guy doing this,
come on,
like DK a bona fide number 1, Roman Wilson like elite number 2, Calvin Austin the speedster, and like all this is like we can have an extremely dangerous offense. And I'm like, okay,
stop. No,
you got to look at what you got.
No,
and it's hard. Like if you're like a diehard fan of a team, it is definitely hard to take a step back and really look at what you have, because like I believe it, so like I feel like I'm not being crazy,
right?
But like I'm sure other people think I'm crazy when I say like we have a top 3 defense and like Jordan Love, it could be an MVP, and like all this other stuff. And I truly believe it. Yeah. So I don't feel like I'm being crazy, but I'm sure the outside people that are not fans of Green Bay are like, okay, too far.
Yeah, you haven't seen the college highlights of these guys that I've seen. So those that might not be showing in the NFL
that's
yet.
True. That is true.
So that's that perception, to your point, that I have as well. So granted, I'm not dumb enough to I'm not ignorant enough to be like, I know that we're gonna need a number 2. We're gonna need a solidified number 2. Even if it's Keenan Allen, that'll be amazing. Just someone different.
He ain't coming in to be a 2.
He ain't
I don't think.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. But nonetheless, so we're assuming that Aaron Rodgers is with us. Everyone's healthy, and hopefully we have a number 2. But from right now, we're going to eliminate the number 2 thing. We're just going to do Aaron Rodgers. Is that cool? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go Aaron Rodgers from here. So week 1, we got the Jets. We're at the Jets, actually. 10 a.m. game, revenge game for Justin Fields. Close game. Revenge game for Aaron Rodgers as well. Close game. We both know each other, and they know the quarterbacks. You know what I mean? to kind of know each other.
It is tough. It is tough for the Steelers because it's like, is Aaron Rodgers going to be there?
Yeah.
Is he not? Because it's like if he's not there, I think lost. If he's there, probably a win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but we're just going to assume that he is going to be there.
Yeah, that's the assumption that we're going to have.
Okay.
So I agree. I think I do think it's going to be a close game though. I think it's going to be quite close game. So I do see us pulling that off. So Jets.
That's like a 14-10 game right there.
That does seem like some Steelers stuff to do. All right, Sunday shifting over. We're going. Oh, actually, the Seahawks are coming to us. So Sunday, Seahawks Steelers next. So week 2. Another close. These are all close games because we're just.
Yeah, I think honestly, I could see the Steelers getting that one too. Because I think a lot of it comes down to like quarterback. Like, is your quarterback better than their quarterback? And I don't believe in Sam Darnold, and I definitely don't believe in Milroe. So
yeah,
I'm going Pittsburgh on that too, Joe.
All right, sweet. I'll take that. Okay, we headed over to the New England Patriots. We have not played them well.
I got a cupcake schedule.
We got a cupcake schedule, low key. We to give them benefit of the doubt, I don't think we played the Patriots like in history well, but they've always had like Tom Brady. So,
and the Steelers usually start off pretty good and just jump off a cliff.
That is true. So 3-0. I would say that our defense is better. Our offense, I don't know. We'll see. But I'll 3-0.
I'm rooting for Kyle Williams over there. In New England.
Sunday Night Football at the Steelers Stadium, Acrisure. The Vikings and the Steelers on MTV.
You guys have a really easy start to the schedule.
Cream.
I think I'm going Steelers again, Joe.
Stop it. I mean, it makes sense because
that's another like 7-10 game.
I'm not looking forward to watching these games. These non-explosive games. And also, Mike Tomlin rarely loses to rookie or new quarterback. So, okay. I don't want to be 4-0, though. All right. So now that means heading into our bye week, week 5, we're in a bye week right here. So now we start this long journey. All right. Week 6. Ready? Here we go. Mm-hmm. Browns. That's a loss.
Let's just split.
Yep. So Browns, division. Next one will be Bengals. Even though the Ravens
beat you twice. But
yeah, you're right.
We'll just split everything.
Okay, so it means we lose to the Bengals. We'll give you that. And then week 8 is the Packers game. And
that's a loss, yep.
Sure. And then I know we agreed on it. Week 9 would be the Colts. I think we can pull that one off.
No, you guys always lose to the Colts. I got the Colts in that one. I feel like every game in my memory, Steelers have lost to the Colts.
Fine. We lost last year anyways. So, is that 4? That's 4. Let's do 4. This is kind of getting hard right here. So, we got the Chargers the week after the Colts. They should be pretty good. Is their defense good enough?
Yeah. Najee.
That's right.
Revenge for Najee.
That's right.
But, I mean, there's only so much a running back can do. Mm-hmm. But they do got quite a few running backs over there.
Mm-hmm. The offense should definitely be better than last year.
Yeah.
Trey Harris is over there now.
Yeah, I think
defensively, I think
I'll give that one to the Chargers.
Wow. You know what? 5 losses. All right, week 12, we're going to the Bears.
Please beat the Bears.
You know what? For you, I'll take the win. I think with Aaron Rodgers too. He loves playing the Bears and he's owned the Bears for quite some time. So I'll take the W on that. So still sitting at 5 losses. Now we play the real games right here. We got the Bills. Lost to Josh Allen. I don't know how many times. He shreds us. So that's the 6th loss right there. The Ravens. Obviously, we're splitting that, so that'll be the loss, our first loss. And then next there, the week 15 would be the Dolphins as the Monday night game.
Where is it?
At the Steelers.
Okay, that's a win. Wait, what day is that? What
That's December 15th.
Oh yeah, it's a win.
All right, sweet. So win there, and then we'll go to the Lions from there, December 21st. Oof.
Lions, Joe, I want you to beat them. You probably won't.
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
I wish you did. Let's give you a win. I think, Joe. I want you to beat the Lions.
With Rodgers, I think with Rodgers, maybe we can. I don't know. No, let's be. I'm gonna be respectful enough. I'll give us the L on that. And then we got the Browns.
Is this the first losing season?
No, never. Browns and then the Ravens. So
okay, so that puts you at 9-8. Typical. I mean, that sounds about right.
That's the standard.
The standard is the standard, and the standard is 9-8.
Another 20th pick in the 2026 draft.
There you go. Another
miss out on a good quarterback because we're just gonna get in our way again.
Yep, there you go. The 20
just gonna be good enough.
Yeah, the 21st pick in the 2026 NFL draft, and we might as well give them the 21st pick next year too.
You might as well just put us on there. Yeah. So there's our schedule right there.
How do you feel about that, Joe?
9-8. Ryan Clark came out and said, maybe it wasn't Ryan Clark, it was somebody else. Basically came out and said,
I think I did hear this.
Mike Tomlin's voice is kind of running out.
I think I was Ryan Clark.
And I believe that. I think that, and this is, again, we talked about this before. This is where I think we kind of excel in our football knowledge here. You have three kinds of coaches. You obviously have your defensive minded, your offensive minded, and then you have like your motivator, kind of like your team coach. When your team coach, their special abilities is being able to motivate and get you guys to do things that they might not think they're mentally able to do, or whatever the case is. They're motivators. Their words matter more than what their playbook or they excel in the play they excel in the motivation aspect compared to the play calling aspect of the game. When you lose that voice when you lose that voice in the locker room as a motivational coach, that is, you low-key lose your superpower, essentially. Unless you're going to go transfer and become an offensive coordinator, which you can, or like you can transfer to like be a more offensive-minded coach or defensive-minded coach. But like, I think in the case that like Mike Tomlin's in, it honestly kind of seems like we're in the position where like we need a new, fresh face. We need like not really like a Mike LaFleur, but like we need someone Matt. Like I would like him. Sorry, Matt LaFleur, but I would love like Oregon's head coach if he ever wanted to play like coach in the NFL. Oregon's head coach would be a great.
Is he a play caller? Like
I don't think so, but I think he's more for motivator himself too. So I think that's where I think we're just kind of stale right now because it's the same thing, it's the same bread, it's the same meal that you've been kind of seeing and eating for the last couple of years. You kind of need some refreshing. But then like the GM loves him. You know, everybody kind of loves Mike, and he has a no trade clause, so he's going to be here to stay. But how much change can really happen?
Well,
on a guy like that there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you believe in Will Howard? That's really the burn, because I mean, the Steelers are. I mean, really, they're for almost ever, or I mean not ever, since Big Ben, I guess they're a quarterback away from being a contending team. And like you've been saying, you're stuck at the 20th to 25th pick every year because you're just good enough to win enough games, and you're not good enough to win important games.
Exactly.
And that doesn't get you a quarterback a lot of the time. And now with Will Howard being, but I mean, like, where's your confidence level in Will Howard?
I don't know, bro. College, I mean, he did his Dougie, won a national championship, played for like the best college, I guess, in the world. But also, like, why did he go whatever 4th round or 5th round that he went? Like, why was he scouted so low?
Do you wish the Steelers would have went Shedeur?
I do. I truly do. I think we skipped out, and we skipped him so many times too. I think that we should have grabbed him, and I think that would have been the perfect spot for him to go. And he knew it himself too. He said it, and I think Mike would have. I don't know. I thought Mike really liked him.
Like, I mean, I didn't understand when he was sitting there in the 4th round why the Steelers weren't like.
I had no idea.
This was a potential 1st round pick that, like,
you take it just because it was a potential 1st round pick. if you're sitting in the 5th round and he's sitting there or 4th round, why would you not take a player that has a projected for day 1 start or whatever it is?
And then, like what I've been hearing in camp is he's been looking damn good. So
yeah, that's all I've heard too.
So yeah, but you haven't given me just give me a 1 to 10. What's your confidence level of Will Howard?
With Will, assuming that he sits this year, if he ever gets to start, my confidence level would be a 7.5 out of 10.
You're so okay. 7.5 out of 10 in Will Howard being your franchise quarterback.
Yep.
7. That's pretty high.
It is pretty high.
You're very confident in Will Howard being your franchise quarterback.
I think if he can sit, learn from Aaron Rodgers, he has the body. He has what he needs.
What if there's no Aaron Rodgers? Your confidence goes down?
7.
Okay. So half. You give Rodgers a half.
Better yet, I'll go 8 out of 10 with Rodgers, and then 7 out of 10 without.
Well, okay. So you're very, very. You think Will Howard? You think Will Howard is your franchise guy?
With time to progress, yes.
Okay, that's
I could see him because I could see it because I say why not, and I don't see why not.
You never see why not.
I never. You're right. It's my team.
See why not.
It's my team. I never see why not.
You could be getting undrafted dudes, and you're like, why can't he be the best in the league?
Why can't he?
But you could ask that with any player ever.
Right.
Why aren't they? Why was Treadwell not nasty?
Right.
N'Keal
Exactly.
Harry. But why is N'Keal Harry not an elite tight end right now? Because they moved him, he got moved to tight end.
He did, yeah.
So
maybe he can't block.
Okay, but Kelsey's not the best blocker.
It's true.
Why is N'Keal Harry, a former wide receiver, not getting more open than Travis Kelce? He's got to be shiftier and faster than Kelsey. Why is he not getting more open than Travis Kelce?
Was he 6'4"?
N'Keal Harry, I think he's only 6'2", actually.
Okay.
But
that's a good question.
Why not, Joe?
Is there a favoritism thing or a commitment thing with the NFL?
I don't know how that if I had N'Keal Harry as my tight end, the amount of plays I would draw up for him at because he's a mismatch. He's a wide receiver, and he was a damn good college wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
he's going to be a mismatch on a linebacker or a safety.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. And we always go back to Treadwell, but why were they not able to unlock his potential?
I swear, for me, I think
he was an elite college wide receiver, and he went first round, and he just. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. I always go back to I think that he just got overwhelmed or something happened mentally where he was just man, Diggs and Thielen are hella good. I'm coming in as a third guy.
I feel like it's if it was in situations like that, I always feel like it's coaching. It was just bad coach. His coach didn't connect with him
and it's crazy. Yeah.
I usually want to put that on coaching, which is the wide receivers coach and maybe the head coach, and just they weren't able to connect with him and unlock his ability, which is what I feel like that's what coaches are their entire job
exactly
is to unlock everybody's ability. So
because it happens at a high school level, coaches are not able to unlock
that's one of the main reasons why I want to coach. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't work. I would just be a coach.
Yeah,
and it would just be to really put these dudes in the position to showcase what they can do and not just run my system. And I would make. I think what. You have to do is make your system around what you have.
That's a good point. You can't just
have a system and force people to go in it.
That's a good point. But to your point, in the NFL, it's how do these players align with my system, not the other way around, like you said. Maybe that's what happened. He's coming in as a third string. Yeah, your third string, and maybe their system was because they cooked then too, right?
Yeah,
maybe there was just in a lot of ISO or two wide receiver sets. I don't know.
I think the issue. I think it's easier to do in the NFL to have your system and have players fit into it because like draft a player that like if you have a system and you want guys to fit in your system, you can draft. Who fits into that system.
Right.
But when it comes to like high school, it's like you get what you get.
Yeah.
You have what you have.
Yeah.
You have to make that.
That's true.
Work.
That's true.
But yeah, in the NFL, it's like don't draft somebody if they don't fit. Like if you're not willing to change your system, why would you draft somebody that's not an ideal fit for that system?
Exactly.
Like if you wanted a receiver and it's like, okay, he's the best receiver, but he doesn't fit in the system, draft something else.
Yeah. This is like us. For those who don't know, this would be like if Abdul Carter didn't work out with the Giants, basically. Yeah. Same kind of concept, right?
Yeah.
If he somehow didn't work out with the Giants and he was this prolific college player, we'd be sitting here going, what the heck happened? And to your point, it would have to be the system or the coaching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I don't either. I really don't.
Like I feel like I should be hired as like a mercenary style like dude that can unlock these players like potentials.
Honestly.
And really like coaches how to connect with their players. I mean, a lot of coaches are like geezer old.
Oh yeah,
like hillbilly hick dudes that just can't relate to young people in general, and it's just like they want to be like hard nosed and like okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work nowadays.
Yeah,
no.
You gotta be a human being.
Yeah,
usually people want to be treated with some respect.
For sure. You gotta be, especially with these kids nowadays, especially in high school. Like, you can't talk to these kids nowadays like that.
Yeah, how it used to be.
I've seen like 2 or 3 diss tracks that students have made about their coaches, and they're bad. And like you can't to your point, you got to be able to relate to these kids in a way that makes them play better.
We have personal experience with that where we had. For a short period of time we had really motivating, really good coaches, and then
that's right.
We got somebody else in that was not that same way.
Yep. So exactly.
Yeah.
It's tough. You want to do week 1? I don't think we did week 1
let's do
real quick.
The week 1 schedule.
Yep.
We'll kind of go through it. The home opener, I guess, the opening game of the season, Thursday night, September 4th. It all goes down, Joe. We are officially back.
Yeah.
That is in Philadelphia, and it is one of the most storied rivalries in all of the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys take on the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Fun fact, that's actually the highest ticket price.
Yeah, I can't imagine paying $350 to sit 1,000 feet away.
Yeah. So who you got?
I'm going Dallas. Not that I think Dallas is going to win. I just want the Eagles to lose. Course, mostly,
I should have known.
But yeah, let's go. I'm going to be rooting for Dallas for sure. That game.
I got Eagles. I got the Eagles.
Okay, we'll make our little predictions and picks and whatnot
for sure.
Next game we got the next day, September 5th, Friday. Kansas City goes to they go to Brazil to play the Los Angeles Chargers. Division game on the road.
I got Chiefs. But I do think they're going to split.
I'm trying to think of I think I might go Chargers in that too.
Really?
Yeah, I think I might go Chargers just because a lot of times week 1s could be sloppy, but you can't. You're not really going to be as sloppy when you're running the ball down somebody's throat.
Fair point.
Pretty simple.
Fair
Give
point.
it to some dude, block who's in front of you.
Fair point.
And that's their whole thing is to
fair point.
And they triple down. They went triple down on that when they got all their running backs.
That's true.
They got They said we're running the ball.
That's
and
a good
I think
point.
that's the easiest thing to do. So week 1 is not going to be as sloppy as the Chiefs who want to pass it. They don't really have as many weapons at running. Like Pacheco's okay, but he's not not crazy. So I think the Chargers can get that one.
I'll still say the Chiefs pull it off just because they did pretty well last year.
Okay, we'll just talk about the kind of higher games, but we can kind of mention Tampa goes to Atlanta.
Ooh. I got Atlanta. I think Atlanta's going to have a pretty good season.
Tampa. I got Tampa in that one.
Okay.
We're just. I like that we're disagreeing.
I know.
Because
you better keep the same energy, Griff.
When it comes time, we're going to, have to make our picks, and hopefully you stay over there.
Yep.
Cincinnati and Cleveland.
No one cares.
I'll take Cincinnati anyways. But actually, Cincinnati usually starts slow. But nobody cares either way. I don't think really most people care about Miami Colts either.
No.
New England versus Vegas. I want to see Ginty. I think Vegas is a whole new team right now.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah.
It might take a minute. Like, since everything's brand new, it might take a minute. The New England's got more continuity going on.
Yeah, they're a newer team too. You can say they got a good amount of weapons now, and
but like the entire offense is new. New running back, new quarterback, new coach. I mean,
tight end too. I think right. No. That was last
Brock
year.
Bowers, obviously, but I think New England might take that one.
Okay, I agree.
They're a decent team, I guess. They should be at least.
Yep.
Arizona, New Orleans, garbage. We already talked about Pittsburgh and New York. I think Pittsburgh's getting that one. Then we got the Giants at Washington, week 1.
Mm-hmm. Now, who's starting for the Giants here? Is this safe to say Wilson? I've heard Dart's been like impressive.
Yeah,
I heard it's been quite impressive.
Yeah. I think I'm taking New York.
With Russell, or does it matter for you?
I don't think it. No, I think that defense is going to be overwhelming.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot.
Because, I mean, everybody full strength. Dexter, I mean.
I totally forgot about him, too. I'm thinking just the 3 guys, but you just brought up, big boy in the middle. He's going to be running for his life. I don't think they did enough changes on the O-line for the Commanders for them not to worry about that. And they didn't have enough on defense either, I don't think, this year. They didn't make enough moves on defense.
Yeah, I mean, the only major move I could think of was Debo, but
that he's actually one of my bust players in terms of maybe he would get 500, maybe 700 yards, but he ain't no 1,300 or 1,500 yard player for me.
Yeah,
so I'll consider him a bust for that. But I guess the Giants. I gotta take that.
The Giants too. Okay,
yeah, I take the Giants.
That's by the way, that would mean Washington starts 0-2 because they got Green Bay the next week. But
are we seeing a sophomore slump for Mr. Jaden?
We might see. We might see that.
Uh-oh.
Carolina, Jacksonville. I mean, Trevor's your guy. Bryce is kind of more my guy. But
I'll tune in for Ted and Thomas. Brian Thomas. Yeah, see that.
I got Carolina.
Same.
You do? Trevor's your guy, Joe.
Wait. Who did they just pick up? They picked up somebody. Travis Hunter. Who's their running back?
They got Bigsby and Etienne, and I don't know if they drafted anybody.
I gotta go Jags. I'm excited to see him play. Okay.
The big cats going at it.
Yep.
Tennessee, Denver, Cam Ward. Denver though. It's
that defense
in Denver.
Oh, it's gonna be a rude awakening, and that defense is nice, boy.
It is.
He's not gonna be. That's gonna be a tough game for him.
Yeah, that's a tough starter.
That's a way. Yeah, that's a. Oof.
I got San Francisco beating Seattle in Seattle.
Yep.
Green Bay, we already talked about that. I got them beating Detroit.
Oh, Texans. Oh man. Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, this is a really good game. That's a good game. Houston Texans versus the Los Angeles Rams.
That's a great game.
In LA.
Yep.
Shoot.
I got LA, bro. LA's going to be good.
I was leaning towards the Rams as well.
Yeah.
So let's go with the Rams on that. And then Baltimore, Buffalo. I got Baltimore.
At Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo, yep. I'm taking Baltimore in this one.
Where did Stephon Diggs go?
Patriot. Oh, wait. No, he went. Where did he go?
Was it Patriots? It is Patriots.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Double check. Did he go there?
I'll go Buffalo since it's a home game.
Oh, yeah. They paid him hella money, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah, 3 years or something.
Yeah, Patriots. Okay.
Oh, it's 31. God. I got Buffalo.
Okay, you got Buffalo. I got Baltimore.
Yep.
And then Chicago, Minnesota, which is the Monday night game.
I got to tune into that. I got Caleb, though.
I hope I hope Chicago doesn't win any games. So I'm going Minnesota.
Who do you hate more
Chicago.
in your division? Lions, Bears, or Vikings?
It's probably pretty close with Chicago and Detroit, but probably Chicago a little more.
Why is that?
I just don't like them. I don't know.
You've had more success against the Bears than the Lions.
Lions, yeah. But the Lions is new though. The Lions have just recently been good.
Who is your guys' rival?
Well, it's all of them. But Chicago's the oldest one.
Oh, okay, I see. Wow, that's cool. I guess I could say the same thing about the Steelers. I guess all our teams are rivals too, but
the Ravens probably the biggest, right?
Yeah, but for you guys, it seemed like it's a big game when y'all play the Bears. It's a big game when y'all play the Lions. It's a real big game when y'all play the Vikings. Like all of those games seem like they're the big rival games compared to
I think the Vikings is probably the least big.
Back in the day with like Brett.
Yeah.
That might have been like the time.
Yeah. I still think it's the least though.
Yeah.
Bears probably the biggest rivalry just because that's the oldest one, and then the Lions now, just because they're the better team of the three.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Would you say Ravens would be your number one, then probably the Bengals, or?
I hate I would say Browns, hopefully the second, but Ravens, yeah definitely. Despite
you think you think the Ravens or the Browns are more of a rival than the
now more than ever because there's this whole competition with like Miles and TJ, and then like there's just all that. Yeah, I think now more than ever.
Now that Shador's over there and you passed on
exactly. Yep, okay. That too, and
that makes sense.
Oh yeah, Mason getting hit in the head by Miles. He's now back with the Steelers, so like, yeah, I'll take that personal if I go out there.
I see that.
Yeah, well, yeah. What a great week it's gonna be when we first start off.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Surprising that you're gonna go 8-0 to start off the season.
Well, Steelers have done it, and they have a worse team. So
you're right. We sure did, and yeah, that was a rude awakening when we lost the Commanders. But yeah, what else?
You want to go over a couple free agents? We probably won't be able to do 5, maybe two.
Two. All right, quickly. 2 free agents. Let me know where you think they're going, how soon, and whatever. All right, I think for me, Asante Samuels. What's going on? I think we talked about him, but I don't really know exactly why.
Injuries or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think a team that could afford to take that risk, they could probably afford to take that risk because they're a contending team, and they think maybe if we have this piece, it's a risk, but the reward would be Super Bowl kind of deal. So I think maybe the Ravens. I think he fits with the Ravens. I think that would be probably a good fit because Humphrey's getting older.
Yep.
And he's a young guy.
Mm-hmm. You got Nate Wiggins over there. So, yep.
Yeah, I think the Ravens would be a good option.
I really like that too. Yeah, he doesn't have to come in and be your number one, nor really your number two. He can kind of sit in the background and kind of figure it out as he progresses and sees what goes on. Can he fill in for Humphrey if he gets injured or once he retires next year or whatever the case may be? I like that. All right, I'm going to give you a couple running backs here to finish off. You got J.K. Dobbins. Where's he going? Where's Nick Chubb going as well?
I think Nick Chubb will be a candidate for the Chiefs. I could see them definitely looking into Nick Chubb just because you got Pacheco, who's like a decent like receiving kind of back, but you got Chubb coming off an injury, but he's obviously more of a bruiser who a proven like best in the league kind of running back coming off an injury. You can get him probably pretty cheap. Seems like a Chiefs thing to do for sure.
Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. For some reason, I think J.K. kind of fits the Chiefs a little better. But I don't know. They're going to be under center a lot to really try to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb or J.K. Injury prone, I don't know. But a running back is good for the Chiefs. A second one for sure.
Yeah, J.K. maybe.
He's younger, right, than Nick?
Probably. J.K. probably maybe Buffalo.
Ooh. Okay. Trying to think who needs a running back.
I mean, a lot of teams got running backs, but it's kind of more about depth.
Honestly. Yeah, who needs a number 2? But, yeah. All right. Any wide receivers that you might have in mind? Oh, I got Gabriel Davis and Keenan Allen. Any places you might have in mind for him?
Well, for Keenan, he's probably going to want to go to a place with a quarterback.
Yep.
Maybe like Houston.
Okay.
I think Houston would be a good option for him. They have not had the best luck in terms of staying healthy at receiver.
That's true.
They lost Diggs. I think is Dell going to be out for a while still, right?
I want to say yes. Yeah, he's going to be
out. So Dell's going to be out. So it's just Nico, and they drafted someone.
I think they did.
But yeah, Keenan would be a good veteran to bring in. So
exactly. Gabriel Davis is like 27, just turned 27.
Didn't they cut him? He got cut, right?
Yeah, by somebody. I can't remember who.
Wasn't he on the Jags?
Jags, yeah. So where would you? I like him on the Steelers if he. I don't know how good he is though.
I can see him. Yeah, I can see the Steelers, but I could also see him taking getting a little bag thrown at him. We know this specific team likes to give out money to receivers that may or may not be that good. And that team would be like the Cardinals, maybe.
Yeah. The Cardinals do need need a good number 2 in support for Harris for sure. Yeah, I like it.
I like I'm pretty good at just off the dome.
Off
the dome, coming up with some.
You ain't bad. You are not bad at that. Yeah, those are the 5 remaining top 5 remaining free agents.
Joe, what are you thinking about maybe like a potential roster versus roster, Pittsburgh and Green Bay?
Griff, let's do it. You know what? I was gonna go. We're in my team is not in the best of states in terms of.
Well, if you don't think your team's any good, then we don't have to do it.
I know multiple positions just off the top of my head that I know that are.
I'm thinking for next episode though.
Yeah,
but you think that are better?
That are better than yours.
Name one.
D-line, pass rushing, corner as a whole. That's safety probably. Defense overall, I think we were probably better.
It's not what the numbers. It's not what the numbers said.
And then offense, that's going to be a discussion to be had. But I think we might be better wide receiver. Just the top of my head. I'm just thinking out loud here. But hey,
Joe, you're not better at receiver.
As a collective, I think we are.
No, literally as a collective, you're not even close.
All right, Griff. Sounds like we have something to talk about next week.
Not even close.
I'll come with receipts, and I'll come with college receipts as well. If you really want to dive into it that, we could do that. Joe.
We could.
You want to dive in like that?
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
All right. So next
week?
Okay.
Or next episode, who knows if it'll be next week, but next episode, hopefully it'll be next week.
Yeah.
Next episode, Packers versus Steelers, roster versus roster, and that's going to take up the whole thing.
Deep dive
into the roster versus roster, where we will uncover that Green Bay is just head and shoulders above the Steelers.
That's quite unnecessary.
Joe, I mean, that's what we're going to figure out.
Other than a wide receiver, I mean, a quarterback and maybe a running back, I don't quite see what he's talking about. So we'll see. I'm excited to hear about it.
I can't believe I'm excited. I can't believe it. Next time, we will let you guys know we are out of here. Next episode is going to be one for the ages. It's going to be fiery.
Yep.
When I rip into Joe and his stupid team. And
you better do some research on my team too, Griff.
Oh, Joe, I'm coming with something.
Better believe it.
I'm coming with some heat.
We'll see it.
Thank you guys for listening. Follow, subscribe, look us up,
to do it all
on the socials and whatnot.
We're here for it.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
Thank y'all.